Soften, soften, soft, softer. Fasten, fasten, fast, faster. Often, often. So confusing. In this video, I'm going to explain how to say and use these words. Hi, I'm Kathy, and I love to chat and talk in English, and I'm here to help you speak, understand, and use everyday English. Let's begin with to soften, a verb meaning to make or become less hard, more soft. We write soften like this, S-O-F-T-E-N. However, in everyday English we say soften. No T sound. Do you want to try? Soften. Good! Yes, we know soften means to make or become less hard or more soft. For example, you might soften the butter before spreading it on bread. And a way to soften the butter is to take the butter out of the fridge and put it somewhere warm. This will soften the butter and make it easy to spread on bread or cut into pieces or use when cooking. And we can soften the way we speak. When you soften your voice, you talk more gently, more quietly, less aggressively. An adult may soften the way they speak to a child to be less scary. And probably all of us use products that say they soften our skin or our hair. For example, this hair conditioner will soften your hair, make it feel like silk, feel soft to touch. Remember, to soften is to make something softer. Write soften with a T, say soften without a T. And when using soft or softer to describe something or someone, say the T sound. Her hair is soft. Don't say her hair is soft. Her hand is softer than his hand. Don't say her hand is softer than his hand. And now to fasten or fasten. I think you'll like this word. Fasten means to close something or attach something. And we write fasten like this, F-A-S-T-E-N. We say fasten like this, fasten, no T sound. Do you want to try? Fasten. Good! When travelling in a car, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Attach your seatbelt to the seatbelt buckle, and this keeps you safe in your seat. And in a plane, you return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt, especially during takeoff and landing. And again, this is to keep you safe. And you can fasten your shoes to keep them on your feet. Your shoes might fasten using laces, buckles and clips or Velcro. Fasten your shoes whatever the way they attach to your feet. Remember, fasten is to close something or attach something. Write fasten with a T, say fasten without a T. And when using fast or faster to describe something or someone, say the T sound. He runs fast. Don't say he runs fast. She goes faster up the stairs. Don't say she goes faster up the stairs. Fasten, fast, and faster are not about the same thing. Fasten is about closing something or attaching something. Fast and faster are about high speed, moving quickly, comparing speeds. Stay to the challenge at the end of this video for another common way to use fast in everyday English. And our final words, often and often, are very commonly used in everyday English. Often means frequently. Often is written as O-F-T-E-N. Often is said as often and often, with and without a T. Yes, one word said in two ways, often and often. How do you know when to say often and when to say often? There are lots of opinions and discussions about this, and here's how and when I use often and how and when I use often. You are welcome to do the same thing if you like. Remember though, English is a living language, often changing, and opinions may vary. There are 3 situations when I like to say often. The first is when I want to give the best chance for people to hear the word I'm saying. This could be when I'm talking where it's hard to hear me, maybe because it's noisy. Or there is a distance between us. You're at the back of a big room, for example. When it is noisy or you are far away from me, I like to say often, as it is written with a T. Second, I use often in more formal situations, like when I have a business meeting or some official business. And this is because I feel often with a T is the right pronunciation for a serious situation. Lastly, I say often when I'm feeling stressed or annoyed. I may speak more defensively or loudly. I can feel stressed in different situations, professionally, like being interviewed, or personally, like being teased by a friend. And I can feel annoyed when questioned repeatedly, like this. Do you like pizza? Yes, I do. You really like pizza? Yes, I really do. What, you really like to eat pizza? Yes, I often eat pizza. When would I say often? I use often when I'm in an informal situation, when I feel at ease and talk and chat without thinking too much. I think often is a casual pronunciation of often. With little effort, I can slide from the O sound to the F sound to the N sound, often. So I use often when I'm relaxed, not stressed, and speaking freely. For example, to a friend I'd say, you often forget to turn up on time, rather than you are often late. And to you right now, I'd like to say, it often takes just a second to like a video. Done? Thank you, because this really helps us to make more videos like this. And now the challenge. Here are 3 quiz questions for you. Are you ready? Question 1. Sometimes we soften up a person. What do you think to soften up a person usually means? Is it A, to be really nice to someone before asking them to do something? B, to put someone outside in the sunshine and fresh air? C, to dress someone in lots of clothing? It's A, to be really nice to someone because you want them to do something for you, and it may be something that they don't want to do. Imagine he wants to borrow some money from her. He might soften her up before asking for the money, and to soften her up, he reminds her they are such good friends. He tells her how generous she is, and he says how kind she is, and then asks, will you lend me some money? Would you notice if someone tried to soften you up? If someone is unusually nice to you and then asks you to do something for them, they might have tried to soften you up. Question 2. Fast is about high speed. For example, you might walk fast or you might own a fast car. And a specific way to use fast in everyday English is with time. To say, my watch is fast or that clock is fast. So what does the clock is fast mean? Is it A, the clock shows the right time? Or B, the clock shows a time in the future? Or C, the clock shows a time in the past? It's B. The clock shows a time in the future. Let me explain. A clock that is fast shows the time in the future, and that's ahead of the right time. Imagine it's 10 o'clock. A clock that is 10 minutes fast shows the time as 10 minutes past 10, when the time is really 10 o'clock. And a clock that is 20 minutes fast shows it is 20 minutes past 10, when the time is really 10 o'clock. A clock can be fast if it's not working properly or set that way. I keep my alarm clock 15 minutes fast. Why? I like to know that when the alarm clock wakes me up, I have 15 minutes spare time. My alarm clock rings at 7 a.m. And when it rings, I know I have 15 minutes before it's really 7 o'clock and really time for me to get up. And can you guess what it means when a clock is slow? Please put it in the comments for me. The last question in this challenge is about often and often. Would you say often or often when you stop to chat with a friend? It's informal, casual chat, you're relaxed. You can say either. I'd say often. For example, we often play football on Monday evening. Do you want to join us? And what about if you're in a business meeting when you're presenting an idea or a proposal to your managers? You can say either. I'd say often. For example, we often have fewer sales in the spring, or our customers often complain about our customer service. Here is how we can fix this. Did you answer all 3 questions in the challenge? It just remains for me to say, as I often do, please like this video, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and please ding the notification bell so you know when we release an awesome new video like this one. And thank you. It's lovely to have had your company, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.